Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm not overly going to edit this video. I think that was my daughter. I'm not going to overly edit this video, and I'm actually having a glass of wine while I finish these crystals. I thought it was worth showing you how I've done these, because I do quite like the effect. Now I don't know, I think I've added a bit too much water there. I don't know if I'm going to add some acrylic paint around the borders. Oh, it's really nice, that one. Yeah, I'm not sure. So the way that I've been doing it is I've got my two lighter colours of each. So I'll just do the first layer of these. So let's say I want this one pink and this one pink maybe, and then I'll have the two remaining ones like the bluey turquoise colour. So really roughly, I didn't tell you colours as well, amethyst and fuchsia, that's for the purpley pink crystals. And I'm just doing these really roughly. I don't want them matching, I want it to look quite random, well, as much as I can get. I'll do the rest pink. And do the first layer and completely let that layer dry. Now I have tried both techniques, you know, putting the other colours straight down and activating it like that. It's just I prefer to do it this way. It does take a little bit longer, but I feel I can be a little bit more precise. I'm going to do this one actually. Yeah, I can be a little bit more precise with where I want the colour. I nearly call it paint then, because it does really remind me of paint. Going, but I thought it was worth showing you, because it's super easy to do if you're not 100% sure how to do crystals. And if you've got similar colours, this would work really nicely with watercolour pencils as well, or Neocolor 2s would work really nice doing this. Like I said, I'm not gonna overly edit this video. It's really close to my daughter's bedtime, so I'm just sat up here for 20 minutes before we sort her out. She's watching DVD in her room, and you can probably hear my husband telling her off because she's whinging. Anyway, so that's them colours popped down. I'm going to pop them all down actually, even the blues. So I've got mineral blue and Malibu. Malibu is one of the newer colours, I do believe. And now she's squealing in happiness. We can't win. And just randomly pop these colours down. Mineral blue is absolutely gorgeous, but I don't want too much of the same colour. And I think I've got 2, 3 of the purples / pinks to darken it up. And then for the blues I've got 3 to darken it up. And I switched them between. Excuse my nails as well, they desperately need doing. I'm waiting for my niece to come and visit me to do them, but I think I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and do a layer of polish before I see her, because I'm at the hospital tomorrow. Yeah, and 2 of them have chipped really bad. My natural nails, I can't believe it. Right, so we're almost there. If you've not seen any of my videos before, especially on this book, I didn't even say what it was, did I? The fairy tales and folklore. I'm not doing any background in this book, I'm just purely focusing on the illustrations. So I've got a Pentel watercolour brush. It's not my favourite, I'm not gonna lie, it holds too much water. I've even emptied the tube out, but it just holds too much water for my liking, so I'll just keep wiping it off. But I'm just simply activating these lighter colours, ready for that second layer. I've only done 2 layers. I didn't want a faffy page, and I find that Inktense in this book work incredibly well, really easy. So wet it again, taking off most of that water. just pinching it and activating this one. Silence. Say silence, I've just had Linkin Park playing while I was finishing this off. Reanimation album. Old school. And you will hear my son as well, he's probably shouting at the TV. Right, so let's work on the pinks. So that needs to be a little bit wetter. I've still not ordered any new ones. I'm trying to go through what I've got art-wise, supply-wise, paint brushes, paints, pencils, and stop buying new until I've used up. And the one that I've completely used up, and I don't want to chuck it away because I love it that much, but look how frayed it is. It's on the verge of being unusable now. I definitely can't get any details with it. I just don't want to chuck it away. So I'm trying to use, I've used most of my Arteza ones, but I'm on the Pentel ones now. I get these ones used up, and then I'm going to allow myself to buy some more aqua brushes. Unless my husband watches this video and for Mother's Day he wants to buy me some, the Pentel, not the Pentel, yeah, is it Pentel? No, Kuretake ones. So, the lighter shade of the blue, activate that first. Again, I'm not being really precise. I do want it to look a little bit rough and messy. And then this side. And because I'm not adding loads of water now, I've learnt my lesson. This is like this brush. It shouldn't take too long to actually dry. I'll be able to go over probably in another 10-15 minutes. Another layer. And then I can start off the dude in this picture. How gorgeous is that mineral blue? Oh, I love it. I'm actually running very low on the fuchsia shade. And I'm pretty sure I've not got a backup of that either. See how easy that they activate. So I'm just going to let that dry and then come back to do the next layer. Why is it that I can do watercolour painting pretty nice I think. I can do gouache paints, I can even do acrylic paints, but I can't paint my nails. I can't paint my nails. This is the third attempt and it still isn't right. Like, I've gone over the edges. There was an orange colour that I used beforehand and that's just gone in my cuticles and settled there. Yeah, you can see a little bit of that orange colour there. I put it on, really liked it, but then messed it up and had to take it off and then restart again. Anyway, I'll start off with the pinks. Being careful. I have put like a speed setter on my fingernails. Any tips on painting nails? I'd appreciate it. So these colours, this is one of the newer ones, Sugar Plum, Thistle and Deep Violet. So this is just to do the pinks, purple crystals that I've picked out. Again, I'm just going to stick to colouring it random. So this one I might work from the top and just make it the deepest at the top. And then this one here, I might just do the left hand side. And switch over to the deep violet and maybe do a little bit of the left hand side of this one and then the bottom and then maybe the right hand side of the top, just doing them all different. I'm going to add a smidgy little bit of that and then add more Sugar Plum like that, just so the colours are mixing together. And add some more, see I've dented my nails already. Add some more of the Sugar Plum there. And I might as well do this one as well while I'm at it. So maybe that one from the top. This one's a little bit bigger. Maybe because I'm using pressure. Maybe I should have waited. But it is what it is. They're done now. Don't want to do them again. So I'll actually with this one do tops and the sides. I'll leave this side empty. And then pull it out a little bit further. And this one is the sugar plum. I really don't think it matters what order that you do them, what sort of shading goes on, pattern, it all works out in the end. Because it is meant to be random. They're all different and it just works. And then finish off with thistle. Maybe just do the left hand side of that one. So that's them ones done. And I'll activate this first before I work on the blue turquoise side. And the trick is you add enough water just to activate it and to move the colour around, but you don't want to add too much water that it's watering down the pigment, if that makes sense. So I still want it to be the deepest, like at the very tip there, so I don't want to add loads and loads of water and just take off the excess. And then I'm switching the way that I'm holding the pen. I mean, you can move around the book. I just tend to do this, especially in this book, it's just easier. But yeah, you can move the book around. You can pull the colour out. Let's add a bit more water to that. And then these larger areas, I'm pre-wetting the lighter area, then activating, and then pulling that darker colour in, and then it'll just bleed into that lighter area and do what it wants, sort of thing. Just move that down a little bit more. But yeah, that's that one done. It's really easy, incredibly easy. I find this so much easier than watercolour. Same with this, so I want to activate the whole of the area and then deepen it up. Just move that colour around, let it do what it wants. You're just giving it a little bit of a helping hand. Like, you can go there, but you can move wherever you want when you're in that area, sort of thing. And it's basically just doing the same thing on each individual shape. Again, I'm not sure whether I'm going to add some white around the borders or just add a couple of highlights. I'm not sure. You see, I'm changing the direction of the brush for where I've added the colour. And I think the good way we're doing this technique is, like, I might not like that. Now, normally with Inktense, you can't move it, it's ink, it's permanent. But because there's that much pigment on there, I'm still able to go in a minute and mess around with it like this here. I don't like this. So, take off the excess and then move it around. Just like that. Because there's loads of pigment down there, you've still got time to play around with that. So the darker shades of the blues turquoise, I've got Sea Breeze, which is a new shade, Peacock Blue, and Green Aquamarine. Now I do say new shade, but I think they've been out at least a year, these colours, give or take. And it's the same sort of thing. So you just randomly add in where you want it to be darker. I might as well do all three. While I'm at it, I'm classing these as three. 1, 2, 3. Deepen this one. And then we've got the Peacock Blue, which hence the name, it definitely does lean more on the blue side, where the other ones are a little bit more turquoise. One down here. and then save enough room just for this green aquamarine. And then get that activated to the same thing. Just blobbed a load of water there, that's not good. So in between every colour, I didn't add any there. Missed that one, I bet you were shooting. You've missed it, Deborah. And then the blue, which will show up beautifully on that Malibu colour in the background. You know what I might do? Excess, just pull it into this area like that. I love that colour. I think it goes really well with that Malibu. A little bit more water. So the larger areas always activate like the whole area. Pop in a little bit of water down. Then you can pull the darker shade and let it do what it wants. Same with this one. Like that. That aquamarine one's nice as well, or green aquamarine. And it is just really simple. It might be a really quick video this, but I thought it was definitely worth showing you, just in case you were struggling with colouring crystals, or you wanted a different colour combination, or you're brand new to Inktense. It really is as simple as that. A couple of white highlights with a gel pen or acrylic paint, and Bob's your uncle, it's done. Really simple. Now I can start off with the rest of the illustration. So what I'll do, I'll write down the colours and then I'll pop them in the description for you of each of the, I'm going to call it pink, purple crystals slash blue turquoise crystals, just to make it a little bit simpler, and then you can see them for yourself. But yeah, all Inktense, super duper easy. Yeah, so I'll see you in my next video. Bye.